Good morning, guys. Right, this is your IPC learning for the week, and it's our new and final topic, which is the holiday show. And this ties in really well with Kinzuki's Kingdom, which we're doing in English as well. Right, let's get started. So, first up, we've got a bit of learning here with some new vocabulary and some points that we want you to be using in first lesson for Sunday. So, first of all, we've got weather and climate. Okay, now weather and climate, we might use those words kind of interchangeably. We might use them to mean the same thing, but actually they don't mean the same thing. Now, weather is the day-to-day conditions. So it's the weather from one day to the next. Now, in the UK, this can be very changeable. Last week, the weather was really dry and hot and sunny, and then the next day, the weather changed and it was cold and rainy and windy. So in some countries, the weather can change from day to day. It can change a lot. So the weather is when we're talking about day-to-day conditions. What is it like out there today? Climate is a bit different, as it's kind of the average of what the conditions are like over a longer time. So we could say Qatar's climate is very hot in the summer, dry and sunny. Okay, there might be days where it's not so sunny, but overall, for the summer, that's what you will find. Okay, so a bit of a difference there between weather and climate. Right, we've got some other geographical features here, and first up we've got physical features. Physical features are natural features that we find in the world, in geography, and they've existed for possibly quite a long time. Maybe not, but often they are features that have been there for a long time. So these are completely not made by people. Could be things like beaches and rivers and deserts and mountains. Okay, so those we call physical features. Then we've got human features. As a clue in the name there, these are things which are constructed or built by people. So they're not there naturally, they've been built or added. So it could be things like buildings, swimming pools, marinas, airports, theme parks. So anything that's been added and built by people will be a human feature in geography. Okay. So your first task for Sunday is to tell us about your favourite holiday that you have ever had. Okay, so we are really lucky, we get to travel a lot. Some of us have one country, which is our home country, and are living here, and get to travel in the holidays as well. So I want you to think of the best holiday that you have ever been on, and then I want you to answer these 6 points and tell me these 6 points about your holiday. Okay, so where did you go? You've got to include the country, the city, continent as well. What was the weather like? So that was day to day. What was it like while you were there? And what did you do when you were there? Okay, did you visit any attractions or important places? What did you go out and see? What did you do? Physical features that were there, human features that were there, and why was it your favourite holiday? Additional extension, you don't have to do this, but if you want to, you can add a photo of your holiday and add a map showing the location of the holiday. So you could find a world map or a continent map and mark where you went. Okay, I've got a little example here for you. You can read that, it's on the activity booklet, but you can see that each different paragraph here answers the different points. So the first one is, where did I go? And I've not just said the place, but I've also said the country, and I've told you the continent as well. I flew to one place, but then I went to another, so I've mentioned that as well. So try to include as much detail as you can, okay? You might need to use an atlas or Google Maps or something like that to just check countries and continents and things like that. Okay, the next paragraph is about the weather. So I had different types of weather because I was in different places over different days, so you can tell me about that. The next one is, what did you do? So the places that you visited, the things that you did. Next chapter is all about the physical features. This one is all about the human features. So you might find that if you're out in the countryside, there were more physical features. If you were in a city, there would be more human features. And finally, a little paragraph, a little few sentences about why it was your favourite holiday, why it was so amazing. So that should be a nice activity, reminiscing, remembering about a favourite trip that you've had. Right, next lesson, this is Tuesday's lesson, is to look at the geography of Qatar. So it says there are many reasons why people come on holiday to Qatar or come and visit. you need to make a list of as many tourist attractions that you can think of in Qatar and then organise them into ones that are entertainment, ones that are historical, so from a long time ago, cultural sites, these are ones that I will learn more about Qatar and its culture, and then physical. Okay, try to be really specific. Try not just to put a beach. Try and actually name the beach as well. Okay, I've given you some examples here and I've put some pictures in. You have this table in your answer booklet. You don't need to add pictures. You can just list as many different tourist attractions as you can and put them into each category. Okay, so think about places that you have visited and enjoyed in Qatar. If you had visitors coming out to see you here, think about where you've taken them to. You might need to do a bit of research as well, have a look at a guidebook or something like that.